Abuzuan chao, me pacho honorable Abla Dzifa Gomashie. The video be kwa bontia. Ama menka say the Ashantis on social media are not happy. So me be more breakdown and check the amount for can you better the minister and so can you portray guy. And then even when criticisms no air ban, the honorable minister or not so fire back. Na yebetimi de nsemi nyina ma wo na che se wo hu de niema etie medi edisiki ha e Phoenix and our first time me ba to no e Adom wa subscribe to channel no comment section so e you betimi a kire wa adwe nya temdidie na yenke kan sem ne ma wo na why you be the judge because me ankasa mo my opinion but it is not up to me to decide for you the etie say it all started from this post we suggest say honorable minister na kan say yes say Ashanti for mo kan Ashantis especially one language ni ade yes so mo lazy in fact I was curious so I decided say I have to dig deep na me share facts no especially even if so kan impa in what context and I feel no ma share mo so criticizing no e den e na e wo mo issue bi a wo feel triggered now the tie ni when we found that say this interview 2 months ago. That was when the honorable minister Ekosiisen mu channel 1 TV na ye kasa. Now mind you say 2 months ago it was around March, the Ghana man's traditional cultural celebration and all that. That was when Umar Sanda ebisa question be.
We go to school from kindergarten or nursery, we are exposed to English and we are told to speak English and we are taught English. And if we speak vernacular, they write our name in the book of vernacular speakers and we are lashed. I don't know if that still happens. It used to happen when I was in primary school. Did we not deliberately prop up one language over others? And again, if you speak your local language as if you are not educated enough, how do we deal with that?
It's there has to be an admission that this is the legacy of colonialism. And after the admission that this is what we have suffered, is part of the tragedy of colonialism, then we now have to come to the point where we say, how do we right this wrong? And righting this wrong is one of the steps that the Minister for Education is taking. And before him also, the introduction of Ghanaian languages in schools. That policy was good. The implementation was problematic. You cannot force people in Ga, where my mother comes from. My late mother was from Teshilenshi.
So you have Ga?
Yes. So my cousins are near Ajete, Ajele, Minganyefe.
Wow.
Yes.
So have Ga, have ever.
Yes. So you cannot force people in Ga in the name of its cosmopolitan and decide that you're going to teach just one language because it's easier and many people speak. I mean, cut that out, you know. So the implementation of that brilliant policy has been faulty, but we can retrace our steps and correct it. And I was happy when the whole Baker issue came up. The part I'm not happy about is you trying to hang it around my neck. And
it should be voluntary.
Well, it should be voluntary, but it's also a matter that's deeper than the names on a signboard.
Okay.
The issues that we are dealing with cannot be solved by one word on a signboard. It has to be structured. It has to be systematic. It has to be deliberate. It has to be done to correct the wrong that has been done to all of us. And everybody talking about razor on a board, how does that solve that issue? How does that solve the fact that...
But they're starting from somewhere, maybe.
Yeah, but don't make it don't make the focus on that one word. Bring attention to what is happening generally to communities. There are some churches that move into our various regions and they travel with their language. And they come there and they find a translator. They will not, they can be posted to that, for example, Aflawu. They can be posted to Aflawu and live there for 4 years and still insist that they don't speak the language. But send these same very people to Germany, France.
No change.
And in 3 months, they'll be speaking it. How is it that I'm Catholic? How is it that Irish and Irish priests are brought to Ghana? They go into a community, and there's a total cultural immersion of these people, and the same mass from beginning to end in the languages that are spoken in the community that they serve in. How is that even possible? And you live in Ghana and you speak one language, and then they call you a night tribalistic. I mean, this gaslighting everybody and getting away with it has got to stop.
Well, I speak 7 languages. I want to speak more than that. But I do not also forget the fact that there are some languages that are widely spoken than others.
There are some languages that are just very difficult to learn.
Good. I don't know if a language is difficult to learn. I think as a child, if you're playing with it, you pick it up. That's my personal view, and I grew up speaking all of this. There's a view that let's have one language to be our national language, like we see in Rwanda, where there's the Kinyarwanda, or in East Africa, where the Kiswahili is reigning, and that in Ghana, we should have one language, which is that something that is possible? Is that something that's allowable policy-wise? Is it doable?
It's not a policy that I will be championing anytime soon. And here's my reason. So the African Union, recognizing the fact that we have vehicular cross-border languages, has created commissions. So you have the Hausa Commission, then you have the Obra Commission, then you have, I think, Kiswahili and others. So it's languages that are spoken in 1, 2, 3 or more countries. Take Obra, for example. So Obra is spoken in Ghana, Togo, Benin, and some part of Nigeria. Obra is a course studied in German, in one of the German universities. So you cannot say that because it's not spoken by majority people in Ghana, then it should die. Its death will go with everything else within that cultural space. And that's why UNESCO says, prod these languages up, which is why a day has been set aside to be celebrated as the International Mother Language Day. So your mother tongue is yours. And who says you speak 7 languages? Why should we reduce it to 1 because the rest are lazy in learning other people? Well, lazy. Maybe you are not exposed to it.
Or not exposed to it. So
Umar Sanda came in and specifically mentioned the use of Chi. Say amount for suggest to say yen use Chi nan kemeye national language because currently eno na say the dominant local dialect. So we English everywhere. Then the honorable minister opposed it and said so far as ono wo hui and according to ono ni beliefs in there, unbelieve say as a champion one language, as a made one national language over the others. Yemanonko, we should accept the fact that yes, a popular, but then yentimi pushy others and so embra.
If we say, for instance, in Ghana, maybe Tree is mostly spoken, so people say, "Oh, let's just make Tree our national language." It doesn't. You don't think that's
I think
fair?
we'll be trampling on the sensibilities of other people and their cultures and their language, and so it's not as I said, it's not a thing that I'll be championing. I would say that in as much as it is widely spoken by majority of Ghanaians, let it be so. But in that same space, be tolerant and accommodating of other people's languages and their cultures. If you went to, you are not naturally Obra, but you speak it.
Yeah.
So you go to Abosmo market now, and you go and speak Fulani. Maybe somebody will speak it.
Yeah.
But you would see immediately when you speak that language to the person that there's ownership. Immediately, something just changes.
It is the same way you know webusia. And now what trigger amount for any attacks? Oh, you're blasting any people from Onosne side, almost side with no so fire back. Just social media no kwa. Just this video, any some honorable you can just a diverse opinions. Now, every attacks no airban. Amount for be air kasa. In fact, comments are who any other. But there are notable comments. Be any post who react to this. As I'm highlighting at the moment. Or more argument, and it say wherever we use the word dominant local language, automatically ebeyechi. That is what will be a ebening by inference. And so, for the honorable minister to say, people are almost eka one language. mostly as a either laziness or actually exposed to the language no automatically as a odi omo ka asante nko atem na so mo ka twi nko atem because that is the only dominant language mostly in Ghana enye den a obi beka eno. These are some comments eba making can be the amount. But before those comments no I found this video Emma reply to the honorable minister.
Bianim sa asante 42 ye traders. Baby aye ko bia de kasako. And madam, what is really wrong with the fact that she na aye dominant? O man bia obekosu bia no. O man no omo kasa bebre ho, but o man ni na as a matter of unison and as for national cohesion. O man choose one particular dialect and omo language omo kan. Knowing you to be a learned person as said in previous we minister no. I want to believe say you are very much aware say in most countries across the globe no. Obeko man bi so omo kasa be say 20 ho but for national cohesion, no my choose Casaba Cosania because so a dear Magana de so exceptional say Moon Pesa Mobetia says and your time pan or wide yuma. Asama Okain Chase be the woman say, she is widely spoken, dear Nanso so you don't support it and obey national language. Why? Because madam, and Crankasa ed, Nanso wouldn't say, and you're gonna be Biana Bekwa Bekan Crankasa will be you be hot and crank. Go to every corner of the country. Kogana nenchia su be bia wonnim kasa o mka no sa bia ho na wo ketchia there will definitely be somebody there what twi na say obetimi we communicate me wo be catch me say me bo it's fact from Azim to Zwalugu okobompugu yoyo opa akwahen elubo twi even goes beyond the borders of Ghana okobabi esem amentifi obabi na obonte ho kasa na wo ketchia me say ketchi you will definitely find somebody there or twi obetimi we communicate. In all honesty, is that the case of Ghana or ever? No. That is not to say, you disrespected those two dialects. No. But also what kind of cry? Ghana ha a hifa na obeko kwa se ofa na se nipa nyese watran kran kakra anasa fa na soma otia se no. But me paucho et saying bra ko a simple everybody and chi even abrofo kra about my women no. Kasom di kensuan so much easier for them to communicate with Ayishino. And what is really wrong, say, and I will be suggested, say, Yemechini in national language. And what is wrong with that? You have every problem with the fact that Obibe suggested, but you certainly find no problem with Brofo. Brofo na enye krom kasa na yetimi de Marco school ni aka chem say do not speak vernacular no I don't know you don't have any problem with that Brofo na ye outside your colonial master kasa no and you don't have any problem with that but China ye one of our tribal people no and I say one of a tribal group bikasa no you have a problem with that because enye krom kasa madam minister we a tribal bigot menye sure pa say yete Ghana hey say enkran for na dawson the Ghana state no and the most densely populated people ewo Ghana ha said ye nims akan for ne doso and a baby abefa bia ye kan kran kasa na na se ka aigbe kasa na and obi suggest say wo ye nkan ni say aigbe ni ye masa kasa na nye national language and ka be objective to that but amaye o kasa ntino you feel so bitter ntino you see once ma wo kan ni nyina na ase who said they won't see any situated arguments now just quite recently you launched Fugu Wednesday. Say Wednesday, yen so nem fan Fugu. Eya also we create bibi. We create you, madam. Enya wona aba be kire Fugu. Rollins na ma ye hu se Fugu. Yetimi sha shirt. Ni a she Fugu agusu nti. Wade na person de ban Rollins aye twam ye hu. So, ube launch Fugu no. Is it also not against the fact that o person so force bibi on her neck? Say Wednesday be aye Fugu. Are you also not, would one also be far from right to suggest to say, and there once you are trying to force Fugu on us? Yet you do me any someone a winner. Una bet you in Fugu. Una bet you in Fugu. Why is it I say? You see, I am more sound for people like you. Moya ma be create this unnecessary tension ti metia making. Minya igbeni anankra ni bi oped kwanim saswa mekan. I am stating truth or fact. But they are so steeped in ethnocentric bigotry say one day. Obeje nso akwawi obeye na sante say yes. Because minister not one or play tribal card. Ede na abenya. Edian na betia fi wabra bum say ana won kwan so bete say twi ne beye national language already no unofficially no twi no upo it is our national dialect baby abeko bia ye ka twi no ho enti it is not that ye be an official in here Make official no going hear me. But when him deep down in your heart, say, even in your home, she is spoken there. I mean, my team, no, we are so much obsessed with brofo to the point, say, your class so no be too brofo, you only name to, or to the tree, say, or a local champion. When Sarkodie started rapping in tree, you catch and say, or rapping tree don't mean Fanko baby, but as we speak, he's the only tree rapper, Wakwaji beat twice. Brofo for the hen mako. What's a gun and I'll count cheer do baby, what catch you now bube. Now kakasa kwa bema kasa na richer. People wouldn't see it say, what kakasa man here rich. Nemom so bika brofo no use idiomatic expression there so te brofo. Senye inferiority complex. Ena achiche ya pam. But a career say ya. Adentina na monarchy can brofo na so use idiomatic expression na. Obe admire me but se me catchy na me bube de abeka se me numafu.
I am not promoting Kente or any other fabric in Ghana. Stop thinking small. Let's think big. We're thinking about the industry.
In your own words, your promotion of the Fugu Wednesday is to create this kind of a leverage so that the Fugu can also be promoted, but not to necessarily disrespect or disparage or bring down the Kente, which we all know belongs to another group of people. Very good, beautifully constructed, well articulated. Enunti, so being so suggested, say, any Ghana, yes, brofo na official language, which is not our language. The mom chi na ubia the communicator or tia sententen. I'm not saying so ubia na tichi, but ubia himself about 80% of Ghanaians understand the Chi dialect. So being so the same advocates now yema fugunibi. Say any yema chi nimra meye a national language since ubia tia sen and they also want tia se. And they also we can't force it on the Ghana people. Can you force the fugu on us? Ya tia san timemono ona beche si nche fugu. Yempa Kente ngoni nche fugu. See, we a minister as no can way because I don't think say you gave it much thought. If you had to go through a moment of cogitation, you would realize that what you said no one can sacra minister nkeye.
Ebra criticisms we also ni attacks no. Honorable Abla Dzifa Gomashie etimi be making some posts or reply these criticisms are echo around the video then some wotimi echo kan no. Now the attention be any. So this is what you have twisted. You are so wrong. It's not even funny. You say I'm promoting Fugu to diminish Kente. You say I'm taking Kente to be Kete. Now you say I refer to those who speak Chi as lazy. Are you not hilarious? I speak Chi. Am I lazy? My nephew and niece's father is from Barakesi in Ashanti region. We honorable minister ni post bako. Now, PKs upon say, Madam Nye, any other language would have found favor in her eyes. It is the tree she hates. I've told you people that Abla Dzifa Gomashie is a tribal bigot. As for Akans, I don't know what we have done to her. She never wants to hear anything about Akans. She's okay with the English as our national language, but opposed to calls for Chi to be a national language. China has so many local languages, but settled in on one of them, Mandarin. Not making a case for Chi because I am an Akan. Any honest Ghanaian knows that Chi is the language many Ghanaians speak. No other language comes near in terms of the number of people who speaks Chi. A national language is going to be. Just pay attention to her work. You would agree with me that this minister hates Akans with passion. Dzifa Gomashie, what have we done to you? What sin did we commit against you? We have a problem as a country. We are comfortable embracing the culture or language of foreigners than a local one. PK Sapon whispers from the corridors of the thinking place. Now, Kwame G say, Abla Dzifa Gomashie says Chi shouldn't be unifying language because it belongs to a particular ethnic group. Yet, we proudly speak English every day, a foreign language that belongs to none of us. Let this make sense to me. At the same time, you have encouraged the entire country to wear Fugu on Wednesdays, even though Fugu is culturally rooted in specific northern ethnic traditions. So I ask, if promoting a cultural symbol from one group nationally is acceptable, why is promoting a widely spoken Ghanaian language, Chi, for national unity unacceptable? The truth is, we cannot reject one group's influence while elevating another's because True national unity demands consistency and not selective cultural acceptance. Our major problem in this country is politics, religion, and tribalism. Ubia enye die ne ho ebeto no. And then some commenter eguso nso eblase honorable no more on those videos. So when eye ensemo a ebusia eba after say the honorable minister etimi ekokasa ye chibu say ono ankasa no onye an advocate say he use one local dialect yin pushing me no me national language according to her we feel say ni nyina yema ni nyina momu nyini what you say the be yetenten a che bi na nya hwe bet enketo anu so ye encourage emanimra. And suddenly the Ashantis feel say no, this is an attack on them. The honorable minister on header enya da twifo na nasa asantefo ne sa eminti no omo ene no enya ebusia hyawadwo comment section no na yentimi ente wonka bidi edisi kemi no ase onya abre ede ma me ne first time no subscribe to channel no se be drop video obenya update.